Hi everybody, Steve here. Spring's right around the corner now, and we're off to our projects. This year we're going to try to clean up the wood a little better from trees that have fallen down from the shear winds we had maybe 10-15 years ago, probably 15 years ago now. They've just been laying there, and we're going to try to get a little of them down. It's a lot easier with this little electric saw that you've seen from Stihl. It's not electric but battery powered. It works really good and it's very convenient, and I really enjoy that, and Debbie can handle it too. So we started chopping up the limbs and the brush and everything, which you can see here. We have some logs and everything back here that are ready to be picked up, and so now we're going to get them out of the way and cut some more. Right in front of me I have my leaf pile, which I'll show you in a minute. That is from a portion of the leaves that fall in our yard every year. We just get tons of them. And I'm going to scoop those and take those again back to the mulch pile. I won't subject you to too much of that, though it is kind of a fun job hauling that stuff around, playing with the Mahindra as always. And we got another pile way in the back, and we're just going to trim up this whole area and let the new stuff kind of grow in there and make it a little nicer. So that's what I'm up to today, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day probably. There's a lot of down stuff. Debbie's getting ready for Easter, so come on along and watch me play here at Rabbit Ridge Living. This is the wood that we've cut up already with the Stihl battery powered chainsaw, the 200 series I believe it was. The battery does last a good 45 minutes and then wears you right down, of course depending how much you cut and all that. But I'll probably get one more battery, but it works really good. We sharpen the blades, or I sharpen the blades myself, and every other battery charge, and it works out really good. And Stihl battery or Stihl sharpeners, once you get the vise set up and everything, it's pretty nice setup. I'll show you that in a minute actually. And here's the leaf pile. This pile is just from last fall. I have another one out back, but some of that's from a different area. Some of it already went into the pile, so into the mulch pile. Well, there's quite a bit of it there. Now here we are with the logs and sticks. Chopping right up. There's some I got to load in the bucket. What we're going to do now. I'm going to cut back the brush so we can get them down there. I'll get all the stuff I can until I have to get the gas-powered chainsaw out. Right here's the battery charger. I just charged up the battery. It's ready to go. Put it in there. It's all self-diagnostic and everything, so we're going to put that in the saw here. Not right now, but so you got to have that whole setup. Then we have the chainsaw filer, which is a nice unit really. It you probably can't read the numbers on there, but you got to have the right one for the right chain, otherwise it doesn't work too well. There's a file for the undercut here, and then one for the rider tooth, we'll call it. I don't know what it's called. Let me go over and show you how it works. You got to get used to this, but it works good once you figure it out. It takes a few times to line it up pretty nice. Okay, I got the saw and everything right here. You got to put it right in this little vise. I had to buy this special because I needed to clamp it on in the middle of the bar chain so that the chain will move. Then I sharpen it and I can go right around nice and easy. And so I got the battery out, all the safety stuff out and so forth. But this works out good. You got to get a nice low open area underneath because I got to put my bigger saw in there too, and it has to be so the chain doesn't bind up, and it makes it a lot easier. So when we get our little tool out here, they have arrows on it. You read, I'm sure still has a whole series of YouTube things. It's all out. We're not going to do an in-depth tutorial, just a quick one here. If you wanted to buy one, you can do it easily at your house, and it makes the sauce work so much better. But you get the, you got to follow the arrows. Little arrow. You got grooves in here. First one in the groove. Everything's lined up square. You go 1, 2, 3, and you go down to the next one. 1, 2, 3. It pushes one way. 1, 2, 3. You just go around. You do every other one. When you come back around the other side, you get it lined up again. You got to get everything has to go the right way. And if I get it the right way, if I don't get it the right way, then it doesn't work. This is the tricky part if you try to do it reverse. There we go, it goes into there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Depends how bad it is. Hopefully it's not very bad. And this hits the top of the bar on the other side, which is very important. So anyway, so once you do it a few times, it's not very confusing, and you can just go around it, and it doesn't take very long at all. So I just wanted to show you that, and be back to the pile.
They were cleaning up the yard for the kids to have our Easter egg hunt on Sunday. And I had started out with our other leaf blower, the BR800. And I was sweeping or blowing off the driveway, and unfortunately, very unfortunately, our Trump flag got wound up into the fan. So I'm using our smaller, our 700, and there's a huge difference in power. So if anyone's interested, go with the bigger one. Well, I better get back to work because the wind is blowing, and that it never blows in the right direction, so I'm always fighting it. But I hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye. That's what's going to happen for a while. Everything going to get chopped up. We're going to throw in the pile to be stacked, and we'll cut some more. Process continues. I have some cuttings all over the wood, so I'm going to pick up all the logs right now, and then we'll run a few leaves back to the mulch pile and just keep having fun.